Hello everyone, Neorashi here. As you can see, my cat decided to join us. I didn't pick him up. He just decided to come and, oh, now he's going. Oh, the timing is actually pretty good. Oh, no, he's still here. Say hi. Hi. Whoop. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I haven't made one of these in 3 weeks, because I didn't I didn't get many books in the like past 2 weeks. The day after I made my last weekly haul, I only I got one book and it just jumped back on me. I got one book and then didn't get any until like a week later, I think. Oh, almost 2 weeks later. Actually, I got my last weekly haul video was on June 28th, I believe, and I got a book on June 29th, and then didn't get anything until July 11th, and then I got some on July 14th, and a few more on July 16th, which is 3 years ago. 3 days ago from when I upload this video. So, yeah. So as usual, I'm going to go in chronological order, going from the first book I got to the latest, and he really, really wants to stay with me. It's cute when you do that. No, no, you don't want? And now he's grooming himself on my lap. Okay, anyway, so almost 2 minutes, well, over 2 minutes, so I think we should start this. So, I only got, as I said, I only got one book on June 28th, and it's volume 9 of. Oh, the glare is pretty bad. Yeah, volume 9 of I Got Caught in a Hero Summons, but the other world was at peace. And I really need to read this series because I've only read volume 1. Speaking of volume 1, on July 11th, I got 2 books, and the first is the manga version of Alia Sometimes Hides Her Feeling in Russian. I've actually read the first 3 volumes of the light novel, and it's pretty good. I haven't read the manga yet, but the light novel is definitely really good. Next, also on July 11th, is Keihon Shuffled, Volume 3. I'm kind of sad that this series is releasing so slow. I think even, I'm gonna check, but I think even in Japan, they only have like 3 volumes. Let me just take a quick look. Keihon Shuffle. Yeah, they only have 3 volumes even in Japan, though the series is still ongoing, so. But I took a while before going into this series because I think between volume 1 and 2 in North America, it was like over a year. So yeah. Anyway, next we're going to the stuff I got on July 14th. On July 14th, I got 6 books. I think. Yeah. Is it? Yeah, 6 books. So I'm gonna start with the French stuff, and then I'm gonna move to the. I'm gonna move to the English stuff. First is I think this series has an actual English name, even though the French name is Shelter of Love. I think in English, it's Shelter of Love is actually a alternate name. Yeah, the actual English name is Sheltering Eaves. But on Anime Planet, Shelter of Love does appear as an alternate title. I don't know if it's because the French title is actually English or something like that, but I digress. Next is Volume 8 of Kindergarten War. I finally started this series last week, and it's pretty solid. I like it quite a bit. I wouldn't say it's my favorite of all time, but I did like it. No, not last week, but like 2 weeks ago. Anyway. Next is Volume 7 of Hokkaido Gals are super adorable. I've read the first two volumes and I've watched the anime. It's a pretty good series. Though I was told that the manga does get into heavy drama later into the series, past what the anime covers. Alright, when it comes to the English stuff, this first one is something that I've only got because I kept getting like those YouTube Shorts reviews. I kept getting YouTube Shorts reviews saying that this series is pretty good, and I still have trouble reading the name, but Tsumiki Ogami's Not So Ordinary Life. I actually don't know how much to expect, but it did seem to be something that would be right up my alley, despite the whole interspecies relationship stuff. Next is Medalist Volume 9, definitely a series that I've mentioned several times on this channel. I actually haven't read Volume 8 yet, but I'm definitely hyped to read Volume 8 and 9 soon. And next is a manga that I've got just because, similarly to My Wife Has No Emotion, I watched the first episode of the manga and I absolutely fell in love with it. And it's See You Tomorrow at the Food Court. It doesn't have a volume number, but it is in fact volume 1. But volume 1 is like, even in English, I think it's like 4 years old. 3 years old actually. And but volume 2 is being made right now. This volume has 15 main chapters, and I believe there are like 25 or 26 main chapters now. Alright, so next is the stuff I got on the 16th. Once again, I'm gonna start with the stuff I got in French and then in English. In English, I only got one book. The first is this series. I don't know, there is no English title. If I translate word for word, the title of this volume 1 and 2 is Guardians of the Concubines. But I do have the Japanese title here. Again, I'm gonna destroy the name, so sorry if you understand Japanese and think that my Japanese is horrible, because it is. Kukyuhi no Karenin. Yeah, Kukyuhi no Karenin, volume 1 and 2. Next is Licorice Recoil Anthology, official comic anthology repeat volume 3. I didn't even know volume 2 is out, so I don't have volume 2. I have volume 1 and 3. But I did reserve a copy of volume 2 at my manga store, so I'm probably gonna get it next week or maybe the week after. And the last French book I got is My Sweet Boy. This is a random purchase. I just I honestly thought this was gonna be a yaoi, but then I took the book just to see what it would look like, and immediately when I saw that girl, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a like regular rom-com. But I did like the summary. I haven't read it yet, but basically it's, if I understand well, it's basically this girl who used to be studying in all-girls school, and the only real source she has for boys is like books, anime, like, you know, fictional stuff. So she gets hit pretty hard with reality when she meets this boy who's apparently a jerk at first. And just a second, please. I hate when he does that because where he jumped, there's like a couple of Nendoroid he's going back. No. Sorry about that. Anyway, the last volume I got is volume 2 of I'm in Love with the Older Girl Next Door. I read volume 1 last week. Better than I expected, to be honest. So definitely hyped to read volume 2. Kind of sad that the series ends at volume 4, because this series is really good. Anyway, that brings my total to 2,369 books, and yeah, I'm gonna have to cut the video short because I also don't want him to go on that shell, because that shell is actually pretty weak. Like, it wobbles a lot, and I don't want him to get hurt if it falls. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in a couple days for my weekly review.